Oh, please tell me again, I'm so sorry. Something to do with cinema.
Screenwriter.
An aspiring screenwriter, and probably going to be a great one. And there was one more thing, the Rio.
Oh yes, I edited and was published in the Rio of spring 2017.
Yeah, thank you. I'm sorry, I just met Emilee, so I don't know any of this stuff. But anyway, let's hear what she's got to say. Emilee Araujo.
Okay, so the first thing I have is a screenplay. If all the characters could come up here, introduce themselves and their character, please.
Yeah.
You want to do it?
Very nice.
Hi, I'm Gogi, and I'm going to be playing Rosie.
I'm Wayne, and I'll be playing Adam.
I'm Reed, and I'll be playing Turner.
Okay, and I'm Emilee again. I'll be reading the narration. So, interior, Adam's room, morning. Sharp, piercing sound of an Amber Alert goes off on an iPhone in a dark room. Description, Nowhere, Texas. Blue Honda Civic, child, 3 years old, black hair, plaid shirt, green shoes. Adam Ruiz, a punk-looking kid on the cusp of 18 with tattoos and piercings, wakes up to swipe out of it, doesn't bother to read the description. He tries to go back to sleep until his real alarm goes off. Interior, kitchen, morning. Adam changes into his work shirt as he enters. His eldest sister, Rosie, 26, washes dishes in her diner uniform. She is young and beautiful, but responsibility has aged her. His kid brothers eat cereal in front of the TV. His mother lays on the couch, hooked to an IV.
Morning.
Adam tries to take a dish from her.
Let me do them.
Rosie smacks at his wrist.
I got it. Don't you need to be at work soon?
It'll take 3 minutes.
I don't want you to be late.
Can't get arrested for being late.
Perfect attendance never hurt anybody. I got it.
He looks at her dry, cracked hands and messy ponytail. She's been working doubles.
At least let me help with the rent this month.
He pulls out a handful of hundreds from his pocket.
Are you fucking kidding me? It's your last day of probation.
How else do you expect us to pay it?
Rosie puts down her dish, almost smashing it into the sink.
What? You don't think I can take care of us? Think you're man of the house or something?
Adam backs down.
You can't be doing this. Not now. You want to give Mom another stroke?
All right. I just thought it would help. It won't happen again.
It better not happen again.
She places her hand on her temple to calm herself, turns to Adam, looks him directly in the eye.
One day. Please. Just try and stay out of trouble for one day.
He gives her a quick peck on the cheek, grabs his keys off the counter. Rosie tries her best to smile, but knows better. She goes back to washing. Adam goes to give his mom a kiss before leaving. He tucks the cash into her robe pocket. Interior, Adam's van, morning. Adam drives to work in his banged-up black van. His mohawk barely touches the roof of the car. Heavy metal blasts through the speakers. He takes long puffs of his cigarette. Exterior, grocery store parking lot, morning. Adam parks at the grocery store he works at, takes one last drag of his cigarette before heading inside. An elderly woman in her 50s leaves from the car parked next to him. He exhales. Interior, grocery store, morning. Adam quickly walks inside, tries not to be noticed. His boss, Turner, a middle-aged man with a perfectly ironed button-down and a talk show host's voice, notices.
Adam, just the person I wanted to see.
Too late to avoid him, Adam makes eye contact. Turner walks to him, elbows jutted out.
How are you doing today, buddy? You sleep good? Have a nice breakfast?
Turner gives him a playful punch. Adam stiffens.
I'm just trying to figure out how you manage to be exactly 15 minutes late every day.
Adam averts his gaze and crosses his arms.
We had to stick one of the newbies on carts until you got here.
I'm on register today.
That was until you pissed me off. Compadre, you're on cart duty until 4. Let this be your final warning.
Exterior, grocery store parking lot, morning. Adam goes around the parking lot. He captures escaped carts and pulls them back to their places. Not too much time into working, he heads back to his car. He grabs his big gulp from his car, takes his time sipping his drink, and begins to walk off until he hears a faint knock. He looks over his shoulder. Nothing. He takes another step. It comes from the car next to him. Adam looks through the windows. Empty. He hears it again. It comes from the trunk. Thank you. So yeah, give it another hand for the readers because they did not have to. Okay, so this poem I'm going to be reading next is called Primary Colors. Yellow is when I'm with you, tracing each other's spines, eyes closed. It is honey on a silver spoon and throwing our shoes over power lines. Red is for finger-written messages on steamy bathroom mirrors, tongue-pressed kisses and dirty dishes, one too many beers. Blue is for getting our fluoxetine and feeling it when we wake. It is for times when there's too many thoughts and not enough roses. And this next poem of mine actually doesn't have a title. It's still a work in progress, so if you guys have anything that you think might work, let me know after the reading. To them, the past is poetry, the future speculation. They call their views alternative, deeming it edgy to care more about the rights of cloth with stars and stripes than lives threatened by oil pipes. Choosing to vote for politicos who stand with the Klan, then having the gall to call peaceful protest terrorism. This desperate reaching is chalkboard screeching. You cannot claim to love these 50 stars if you do not care about the people who make them shine. This land is not my land or your land. You and I were here illegally, and beneath all your ivory sneers are the voices you should try to hear. Okay, this next poem is called Cousins. Barefoot bicycle rides in triple-digit weather. The refreshing summer breeze wipes the sweat from our foreheads as we cruise down the neighborhood. Chihuahuas spit their high-pitched barks as we stroll past pink and lime green houses with chain fences and Christmas lights in June. A neighbor's Rottweiler escapes their yard, chasing us down the road. The youngest scream from the back pedals. More thrilled than scared, we speed off to the overpass where we sit above the busy highway, our legs dangling from open spaces in the railing. Fingertips covered in flaming hot Cheeto dust, past the liter of soda from one cousin to the next. The golden hour illuminating our concrete picnic and the filthy city around us. As the baby of our pack drinks what's left, the bottle slips from our hands onto the road, trampled under heavy wheels until it is plain. By nightfall, we make our way back to Abuelita's and nestle closely on the sofa bed, our eyes fixed upon the popcorn ceiling, its kernels scattered every which way. Our minds try leisurely to find meaning in its constellations. This next poem of mine was actually published in the Rio Review in the spring 2017 semester. So, yeah. It's called Gaslight. My cheeks burn with a red rash from your stubble. You've left tire marks across my neck. The back of my skull is flat from sleeping in your van. Your snore is like an engine starting. I lay next to you, eyes wide open, insecurities exposed. The sun rises and so do you. You tell me to cover myself up. On the drive back, I try to remember everything I wanted to tell you when you were asleep. The AC hums louder and something clicks. The gaslight is on. Your eyes never leave the road. No, it's not, you dismiss. There's no use in arguing. We've got miles left to go.
Okay, so this is going to be my last piece for the night. I've been really getting into flash fiction, and this next piece is my first attempt at it, so we'll see how it goes. It's called Lemonade. My dad and I go to a restaurant, doesn't matter what kind. Every time it's the same story. The waiter introduces themselves and asks for a drink order. My dad squints, pretending to read the menu before looking up. Let me get a water and a side of lemons. Before he continues, I brace myself. Extra lemons and 4 things of sugar. The waiter is confused but paid enough not to care. He writes this down, then turns to me. Just a water, thank you. My father didn't grow up American, so he doesn't get how things work. I attempt to explain to him how weird this is, how he could easily just order lemonade. Why would I pay for something I could easily make myself? There's no getting through to him, so I leave it alone. The waiter comes back with 2 waters, a small bowl of lemons, and sugar as requested. My dad squeezes the lemon wedges, the juice and seeds submerging into the beverage. He rips open the Splenda packets, pouring them on top of the ice cubes. He stirs with his straw. People from other tables are now looking, their eyes deciding on the type of people we are. I wish I was the kind of person not to care, but I do, and so I sink deeper in my seat. My eyes hide in the menu. Growing up with an immigrant parent, you can't help but glance at prices before ordering. $11 for a pizza. Discontent appears on my face. My dad does his I told you so grin and nods, passing me the sugar and lemons.